So for this week, I want to talk about what's holding you back. What are the main things that might be holding you back, and what are the top 3 things that you can do to really help yourself when you feel that actually something is really holding you back and stopping you doing what you really want to do. And one of the first things is we just don't think we're good enough. We compare ourselves to others, particularly on somewhere like social media, where everybody looks to be having the perfect life, the perfect holiday, the perfect relationship, the perfect job. They look like they're having a marvellous time. And that's not to say that they're not, but actually nobody's perfect. It's a representation of those good bits of ourselves that we want to show to the world. It's our external face. And believe me, nobody is perfect. And actually, even if they were, they'd probably be quite boring. So don't compare yourself to others. The second thing, we're often held back by fear of judgment, social media, fear of other people's opinion, fear of failing. And I'm not going to say, fake it till you make it. Actually, we need to feel like we're being authentic as ourselves and not trying to be somebody that we're actually not. But my advice is actually when you meet people, they are thinking the same things. They're making the same judgments about themselves. So they're worried about what other people are thinking and what their impressions are. And so smile. That's kind of the tip number 2. Just smile. It puts people at ease. It makes them relax. Last night I went to a new networking event. Didn't know anybody there apart from the contact that I'd made, getting it set up and getting the ticket. And I went in and there was a busy room. And I just smiled. It makes people relax. Makes you look more approachable. And ask questions. I'm a coach, so I'm curious. I'm a little bit nosy as well about other people. So ask questions. It puts the focus on them. People want to talk about themselves. They're quite happy. They feel comfortable talking about themselves. And it takes the focus off you. So smile, be curious, be yourself. And the third thing is, don't think negative thoughts. Again, this comes back to we don't think we're good enough, we're comparing ourselves to others. But thinking negative thoughts is really an indulgence that you don't need. And I'm not saying just, again, don't be inauthentic, thinking things that aren't true, but actually it might be just something very small. So when you catch yourself thinking something harsh about yourself, and let's face it, we're far harder on ourselves than anybody ever would be. The things you say to yourselves when you look in the mirror, or when you haven't achieved a project, or when something hasn't quite gone right in the way that you'd want to, are never the things that your best friend would say to you. They're only those judgments that you dare say them to yourself. So when you notice that negativity, just turn it around and think something positive. My daughter and I have this thing where whenever we've said anything negative about each other, not of each other, but ourselves when we're together, we have this thing where we have to then say 3 positive things, and we roll our eyes at each other. She rolls her eyes at me because it's something that I do, but we then say 3 positive things about ourselves. So it redresses the balance and undoes the negative in a way that's easy. It doesn't have to be a huge big thing. So I am going to talk about this a little bit more in the blog on my website, so there'll be a link down below if you want to link to see the rest of it. If you've got any comments, I'd love to hear what you think, and if you've tried any of these, or if you've got any other suggestions. So until next time, thank you very much. Bye.